Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a Dollar Tree DIY French memory board for $4. First we're going to use a piece of foam board, a cutting mat, glue sticks and glue gun, and a cutting tool, some type of craft knife or X-Acto knife, a placemat or fabric of your choice. This is grosgrain ribbon. That's my favorite ribbon to use for this. And packing tape, clear. And these are brass fasteners. I found these at Walmart, but I was not able to find them at the Dollar Tree. That's the only thing that's not from the Dollar Tree, so I apologize. I have seen them there before, but I have not seen them there recently. And they weren't very expensive, 88 cents from Walmart. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our placemat or fabric of your choice, and I'm going to lay it out on the foam board and just mark really quickly the outline of the placemat or the fabric, and then we're going to subtract 2 inches. That is for fold over. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to take the mark and I'm going to mark 2 inches from the mark and do it on the top and bottom. Draw a straight line, and then from the mark I'm going to measure 2 inches down across the board, 2 inches down, and then draw a straight line. And you can cut right away, but you guys, if you've been around before, you know I like to draw the line and then cut. So we're going to use this ruler. I'm sorry I didn't mention that you needed a ruler, but this ruler with a straight edge, let's see what happens. It wiggles a little bit sometimes, but just go ahead, realign your ruler and go ahead and give it a cut. Make sure your knife is sharp. I showed everybody how to break the edge off the knife. If you haven't seen that before, check out my last tutorial, the rustic country box. So after you have this foam core cut out, this is going to be so easy. You guys are going to like hit me for teaching you this, but after you've got your foam core cut out, you're just going to lay it on the wrong side of the placemat and make sure you have it even around all sides, and then we're just going to glue it. I like to glue the long sides first. It's just a bead of hot glue and pull it over. Try to keep it straight and even. Try not to burn yourself. And then one glue to tack it. You can always go back and add more. And when you go to do the other side, pull it tight as you can, just to make it as wrinkle free as possible. Okay, and then we're going to do the short sides. Go ahead and do the same thing, just repeat. Don't worry about the corners yet. We'll tackle the corners at the end, if you guys have ever recovered something with fabric. So what I'm going to do is I've decided to just do a simple fold over corner because we're going to cover it with ribbon anyway. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting a blob of glue and I'm pinching the piece of material together, and then I'm gluing under the flap, basically in the middle and under the both sides. And just hold it. Be careful if you need to use a scissor to hold it down or some implement to hold it down. So again, just repeat it for the other 3 corners. Like I said, I'm gluing the 2 pieces, the 2 sides together, and then I'm folding over the corner. Okay, and here we go. It's holding tight. This fabric being a little thicker because it's a placemat with a lining, it's just taking a little bit longer for the glue to set. And then we're going to do the other short side. And then here up close you can see I'm squeezing the 2 ends together, and then I'm adding glue to underneath the fold and underneath the 2 sides of the fold. So hopefully you caught that. And you know, the never-ending reload your glue gun. And then we'll do the same to the other side. Just adding it to the center and both sides. And here I'm just adding more glue because again, like I said, you can always go back. The initial glue that we do is really just like attacking, just to tack it down to make sure we have it all even and straight. And there you have it. Now this isn't perfectly wrinkle free or anything, but first of all, when you put the ribbon on, it'll take care of some of that, and secondly, when you fill it with stuff, it won't make a difference anyway. But here I am marking the halfway point, and it initially was 10 inches, but then with the fabric wrapped around it became like 10 1/8. So I'm marking halfway, which is 8 and a 16th. An 8 and a 16th, and then I'm doing the same thing with the short sides. Now, when you see the finished product, you'll see that I just laid simple ribbons into a basic, like the 4 basic diamonds in the center, but you can split this again. You can make this into half and then half again. You can make a giant French memory board and put as many ribbons as you want. I just find it super easy just to divide my numbers in half and connect from one measurement to the next. So I'm not sure if you caught that, but I'm going to show it to you again. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're just going to take our ribbon and we're going to run it from marking to marking, and we're going to glue it along the back side so it looks like this. So now I'll just take the next section of ribbon and I'll go from where the ribbon meets to the marking on the short side. Sorry, it's a little off camera, but I've glued that down, but we'll see it again because we're going to repeat this along all 4 sides. Okay, and again, be careful, it's hot, I don't want you to burn yourselves. And then just cut the ribbon off, and then we're just going to do the same thing to all 4 corners. Okay, I think the important things to remember is to keep the ribbon at an angle there, as you could see, and just go over your markings. And again, this is just like any other craft we make. It's a designer's choice, and any happy accidents or imperfections just make it look handmade. And don't ask me why it's a French memory board. The first one I ever saw was called a French memory board, and I said, oh, I can make that. And that's how it started. So if you have a different name for it, go for it. I just, that's what I was taught it was called. Okay, so now we have our initial diamond done in the middle. And this part's super easy. We're just going to go from corner to corner, and we'll do the same thing, glue down. Now, I put a little extra ribbon over onto the foam board. I didn't just glue it on the placemat. So hopefully you'll be able to see it here because I feel like it's getting cut off. Yeah, a little bit there. Hopefully I can get one of them on camera. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so here it looks like I've got it. So you see I put glue on the corner of the placemat and onto the foam core so that I could stretch it across. And of course, don't forget, this is meant to be a Dollar Tree DIY, but you could use whatever ribbon you like. You can use whatever fabric you like. You can even use this over cork and make it into a cork board. If you do that, just make sure you have a forgiving fabric. Okay, and you can use whatever size ribbon you want. If you want a grosgrain ribbon, it's a little smaller. The first time I taught this, my grosgrain ribbon was a little smaller, but this is the size they have at the Dollar Tree. So now we're going to go ahead and cut. I'm using this, my X-Acto knife, but you could use your craft knife. What I found out with this placemat was it's actually better to slice a little bit, and you'll see it come up. And then you're going to put the brass fastener through and then open it up on the other side and add a little hot glue. So you see repeated for all 5 intersections. Now I'm sorry that my camera's memory died. My camera died because my memory got full. I didn't realize. And you missed me cover all the seams with the packing tape. And that just gives it a little bit more security. Okay? And that's how it looks. So now the only thing I wanted to show you guys that I got these buttons at the Dollar Tree. And they sell them in black and multicolors. Plus they also have little hanging buttons and beads. But this is my button collection. I have buttons in here and some rhinestones. And I got these mostly from Michael's ages and ages ago. But I just wanted to show you that you can cover the brad fasteners with anything that could go with your decor. We have covered them with silk flowers before. We have covered them with decorative buttons or rhinestones, or just left them totally plain. This one I'm actually going to leave plain because I think it looks sort of simple and sweet. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Like here I said, you can also cover them with flower blossoms if you want, just to show you what that looks like if somebody's got that really cute little sweet room going on. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show you is how to hang it. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn it over. We're going to take the same ribbon that we used. This ribbon comes in 5 yards at the Dollar Tree, so it's got plenty of ribbon. And even if you had 9, even if you just had 3 yards, it still should be enough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you here. I want to tie a bow, and I want to tie a bow with enough room for it to be glued on both sides. And what's great about this grosgrain ribbon is it does hold a really nice bow. It's nice and stiff, and I'm just adjusting it left and right. And you want to make sure that your tails are going in the same direction. Grosgrain ribbon also doesn't have a right side, so that's good. We don't have to worry about the right side of the ribbon showing. And then I want to just going to cut it even, tails even on both sides. Now this one I'm going to leave some tails hanging on the sides of the French memory board because that's the look that I wanted to show you guys you can get. But you also can just glue it just to the edge of the board. You can cut off your tails and just make it exactly as long as you need it. Okay? And I think the most important part here is to make sure you have it in the same spot on both sides so that it hangs evenly. All right? Now, I will tell you that if you put heavy things in it, like ribbons or tassels or stuff, like any kind of memory that you're trying to keep, that might be heavy, just try to balance the weight on both sides because it will tend to pull, you know, just like anything hung by a string. If it's off balance, it will tend to pull to one side. But again, that's just, you know, hey, do what you want to do. You could also take both of these tails and glue it straight to the center of the memory board. That won't solve the problem, but that's just another option for hanging it. Okay, so I'm leaving these tails and I'm gonna dovetail them. Well, maybe I'll see how if I like them first. Yeah, I'll dovetail them. But you can go ahead and cut the ends off and only glue the ends to the French memory board, you know, so there's no tails hanging at all. Okay, and that's it. I'm putting a little glue here on the bow to ensure that the knot doesn't untie, and then just hang it. I hope you guys really liked this tutorial. It was simple and easy, and even kids can do it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like this video if you like this tutorial, and don't forget to share with friends and family, anybody you think might be interested in making one for their room. And as always, you take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye!